All right, folks, here is the Amiga news for the week of December 29th, 2024, the last week of the year. Let's go.
Amiga News with AmigaBill.
All right, folks, unfortunately, the first news story is a very, very sad one. We just learned this news yesterday while we were having the WOG party. Team 17 co-founder Martyn Brown has passed away at age 57. This is really sad news, and that's why I love having folks come on the streams and tell their stories, because none of us are going to live forever, unfortunately, and this is super, super sad. Let's head over here. This is a great article from over at Time Extension's website. Team 17 co-founder Martyn Brown has passed away at age 57. The British game industry loses a legend. We're sad to report that Team 17 co-founder Martyn Brown has passed away. He was 57 years young. That is crazy young. Brown helped establish the veteran British publisher in 1990 following the merger of 17-bit software and Swedish developer Team 7. Brown led Team 17 alongside Michael Robson, Debbie Bestwick, Andreas Tadek, Rico Holmes, and Peter Toolby. He oversaw the company's glory years as a developer, producing Amiga hits such as Alien Breed, Body Blows, Super Frog, Project X, and Worms, the latter of which is arguably Team 17's most famous. Here's Lord Arse reporting it over on the Twitter X. Bestwick would instigate a management buyout in 2010, which resulted in her becoming the sole manager. Brown would officially leave Team 17 in 2011, joining Double 11. In a post on LinkedIn from earlier this year, Brown lamented the fact that he had recently been made redundant from a Singapore-based developer. The general games industry is going through some very hard times, and there isn't the level of positivity and, more importantly, funding that there once was, so time for a shift for me. He won the award for Games Legend at the Games Republic Awards in November, but was sadly unable to attend the event because of his health. Our thoughts are with his family and friends at this difficult time. So yeah, Legend is lost. Very, very sad news to end the year here. So definitely, lots of positive vibes to Martyn and his family. So very, very sad news there. Oh man, that's a tough one. Yeah, really sad news, folks. All right, so I'm gonna try. I just didn't want to have any music on, during that part, just out of a little bit of just out of respect there. But we'll turn the music back on, and we'll talk about something happier now, folks. You know what though? Like when you pass away, it's amazing that he left so much behind. That's kind of what you want to do. You want to leave behind a legacy. And I now, when folks play Super Frog, when they play Worms, they're going to be thinking about him. So his spirit is going to live on through his work. And I think that's that's an incredible thing, an absolutely incredible thing. So his body is gone, but his spirit is still here with us. Now, this is a wild one, folks. Deepesh from Spreadpoint reached out to me and he's like, yo, I got something really, really cool for you. So I'm gonna read the story. I'm gonna read the whole story that Deepesh sent me. This is a wild one, and we're gonna play this game as soon as the news section is over. The Amiga port of Tera Cresta has been found. Tera Cresta is a vertically scrolling shooter arcade video game released by Nihon Busan in 1985. The player controls a flying craft to destroy the Mandler army before they destroy all of humanity. Gameplay involves shooting enemies and collecting different ship parts that each provide their own unique weapon, such as a wave gun or a double shot. Tera Cresta was ported to several home systems. European publisher Ocean Software published conversions for the Amstrad CPC, ZX Spectrum, and Commodore 64 on their Imagine Software label. However, Tera Cresta was never released for the Amiga. Hybris was the closest thing that we ever got to the game. In 1992, Japanese developer Dempa ported both Tera Cresta and his predecessor Moon Cresta to the X68000 as a debut title in their video game anthology line of arcade game releases, titled Video Game Anthology Volume 1, Moon Cresta / Tera Cresta. That must have been around the year in which an unknown game studio was working on an Amiga 1200 PAL port. However, this was never completed and published. But much later, something very interesting happened. STI of SCA recently talked about it in Disc Mag versus Number 10. Now, we've checked out that disc magazine on the stream. It's a wonderful disc magazine. Very, very good. And here is what was said in the magazine. About 2 years ago, I was contacted by a guy who said a friend of his had purchased an Amiga 1200 and some discs from an office clearance cell in Japan. Most of the discs didn't boot, and the guy found out that they were infected with the SCA virus. He's not a coder, so he asked me if I could maybe fix the discs and find out what they contain. He sent me the discs. One of them was particularly interesting because it used a custom track format, and of course, the first 1024 bytes of the loader were overwritten by the SCA virus. This activated my cracker instincts, and I felt a little guilty, so I tried to figure out what was on the disk and how to boot it. Together with my friend Deepesh of Spreadpoint, we managed to write a loader. The format was quite straightforward, and to run the code. Then some people of SCA and Spreadpoint restored it, fixed some major glitches, and got it running. Because it had no music, they added a matching mod just for fun. This version has now been made available exclusively to AmigaBill stream for presentation. A version with fewer bugs will not be released until 2025. But it's coming soon, folks. 2025 is next week, don't forget. By the way, the Tera Cresta Cracktro was released at the Posadas demo party in 2023. It won the Cracktro compo. Oh, I can't wait. We showed that Cracktro on stream before. It was awesome, and we're gonna check it out again. So how crazy is that? Like, what a story. A friend purchased an Amiga 1200 and some discs from an office clearance sale in Japan. Boom, it happens to contain a hidden AmigaJam. How amazing is that? How amazing is that? Iraq remembers Tera Cresta on the Commodore 64. Might be the first game I stayed up late playing. Oh man, that's why you always check all the discs. Exactly, exactly. Neil, for sure, I don't think Amiga was very popular in Japan. Steve, that's a cool story, right? And I'm super honored to have the game in my possession. It's a bit of a buggy version apparently, but Deepesh sent it to me, and we're gonna check it out as soon as the stream is over. Baltoth, yo 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 yo, my main man. So yeah, I'm super. Awkward Artwork, what is the news source? The news source is Deepesh, who sent it to me, and it was this quotation is from the Disc Magazine versus Number 10. So I guess this kind of started with Disc Mag versus Number 10, which we checked out on stream, you might remember. So very, very cool. I can't wait to check. I can't wait to play it. I'm super psyched to play it. I'm very excited for the Cracktro as well. And Deepesh listed sources there. So very, very cool stuff. Next up in the Amiga news section, Iraq has wandered into the chat, and Iraq has also wandered into my DMs on Discord and dropped this little nug. Super Star Wars, the holiday special AGA is ready for beta. Woo! There might be revisions before a public release, but if you want a beta test copy, send Iraq a message, he can send something through. It requires an AGA Amiga, 1 mega fast RAM, a CD32 pad. Well, okay, so you gotta have a CD32 gamepad, you know, or like the Monster CD32 pad in order to play the game. I've never played Star Wars Holiday Edition, so I'm super psyched to try it out. Iraq and the folks who are developing for the Scorpion engine rock, and we've got this sucker to play too. Oh, baby. Amiga plus Star Wars equals boom. Exactly. So this is really, really cool news from Iraq that he's porting this game. I loaded it up. I got the game to load up, but I didn't play it, so hopefully it's gonna work, Iraq, I hope. We'll do our best. But that's just, either way, it's awesome news. Iraq's in the stream right now, so if you want a test copy of the game, hit him up with a whisper, or hit him up wherever Iraq roams. Iraq is the man. Iraq's the man. I love that guy. Creator of the Scorpion engine. Oh, baby. Now, we've been talking about it was Christmas time. We've been talking about Christmas since the beginning of December. Don't forget, Amiga Cammy made this incredible Amiga Advent calendar, and obviously it's now complete because it was for Advent, which went up to December 25th. Every day starting December 1st, there was a new Amiga goodie in her Advent calendar. This was such a brilliant idea. I love this Advent calendar. There were amazing things like on December 1st, a demo of Dungeonette was released. Incredible stuff. We got tons of stuff from C64 Television. Oh, this is a cool music disc. I've got this new music disc as well. I don't know if we'll have time to get to it today, but this music disc is fantastic. We got Carmageddon. We got Go Go Go, the Amiga game. We got some music from Helg. I noticed it. I see the Helg down there. We got some music from Helg. We have artwork that she dropped. So like every day, it was a new gift for the Amiga community. I mean, how awesome is the Amiga community? They're the best. You guys are all the best. So definitely go check out the Amiga Cammy's Amiga Advent Calendar. If you missed it during the month, have no fear because the Advent Calendar is up and all of the days are now complete. So great job, Amiga Cammy. You rule. Also, speaking of Amiga Cammy, there are only a few days left in 2024, which means there are only a few days left to vote in the AmiGameJam, which has been an absolute blast, folks. We've had so much fun playing all these games, and here is the link. So definitely go head over to the AmiGameJam 2024 over on itch.io. You can see I still have some games to rate myself. I started rating the games, and you have until the end of the month to rate the games. There's a lot of good ones. It's not going to be an easy task. It's going to be very difficult to rate these games because they're all so good. And yeah, it's just, dude, there's so many great games here. I'm going to drop the link into the chat. Make sure you go rate the games, and we will see who the winner of the 2024 AmiGameJam is. The truth is, spoiler alert, I'm gonna tell you right now who the winner of the AmiGameJam 2024 is. It's us. It's the Amiga community. We win because of all these awesome folks who made games for the Jam. There's so many good ones here. So many good ones. Like the talent in the Amiga community, it never ceases to surprise me. And yeah, we have a wealth of talent in the community, and these games are just awesome. So yeah, so we win. No matter who you vote for, we win. Big ups to Amiga Cammy and the Game Jam, exactly. So yeah, yo, DJ DTAPR, what is going on? Great to see you. All right, next up in the Amiga news section. This is cool, man. My man Marcus. Marcus is doing really cool stuff over at Amiga Rules. And speaking of disc magazines, we talked about Versus number 10. This is Amiga Rules. I think this is like I don't know, is this the 3rd issue maybe? English, we want English. But it doesn't matter. It's been, let's see, oh, come on, scroll it, baby. Scroll it, there we go. It's the December 23rd, 2024 issue of Amiga Rules. It's an absolutely fantastic disc magazine. It's a new one from Marcus and his team. And yeah, I've got this loaded up and ready to go. We'll check it out later. It's fantastic. Lots of great articles, really good articles, great reviews, lots of great artwork in it as well. So yeah, dude, we are just rich with Amiga goodness here. At closing out 2024, we are rich with Amiga goodness. We got Amiga Rules Disc Magazine. We got What IFF Disc Magazine. We got the Versus Disc Magazine. There's so much cool stuff going on right now. So I'm gonna drop this link into the chat where you can go download the latest issue of Amiga Rules. And even though this is in German, it's originally German, you can download an English version or a German version. So if you don't speak German, like I don't, fear not, you can download an English version as well. And of course, all these links will be in the YouTube chat, the YouTube description as well. Woo! The Amiga news is thick this week, folks. Closing it out proper. Now, you all know it wouldn't be an AmigaBill news section without a trip over to Indie Retro News. This is a good one, folks. We were playing this game at the WOG party yesterday. Hold on. Come on. Click. Click. Boom. There we go. Boom. Yoomp OCS. Hot news. The Amiga version of Yoomp 64 has finally arrived. This game is super, super cool. This was originally an Atari game. It's a lot of fun, and I think this is a port of the 64 version. I'm not sure, but either way, it's a great game. Even more hot gaming news. We've just been contacted by Saberman that Zbigniew Ross, author of Yoomp 64, has released a port of the game for the Commodore Amiga. It's been featured in Indie Retro News before. Yoomp 64 was previously released by RGCD and Cytronic Software on the Commodore 64, and that was a port of the original Atari XE/XL version, and now we have an Amiga version, which was ported from the Commodore 64 version. So it's a port of a port. I love it. I love it. Let's check out Saberman's video here to get just a little taste of it. Let's turn up the volume. There we go. Boom. We're gonna play this game too. Yoomp. The music is fantastic. We were rocking out to this yesterday. We were playing this game at the WOG party, and it was just so awesome. Air Yuri says, boom. Air Yuri, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for the resub. Thanks for keeping it hot in the hot tub and being the official mascot of AmigaBill. You rule. Anyway, it's basically a rhythm game, and you move a bowling ball 360 degrees in a 360 degree formation, and you have to stay on the platform. And you can see you have to jump over certain spots. There's different squares do different things. It's very, very cool. Port squared, exactly, Elrond. So this is just one of those simple games that's, it's simple to pick up and play, but it's very difficult to play, and it's awesome. So we're gonna play a little Yoomp later on. I gotta keep the stream moving because, man, we got a lot going on. Woo! So Yoomp, here is a link to Yoomp. You can download it over on itch.io, and it rocks. I'm loving the Yoomp. There you go. More. Whoop. Chill, Bill. There we go. We got here. Pause the Saberman video. There we go. More Amiga news here, folks. This is hot news. This is big hot news. Grind. We were playing Grind at the WOG party yesterday. Grind. There's a new map available for Grind. It's amazing. You all know Grind is just it's a new Doom Wolfenstein-esque game coming out for the Amiga. It runs on the Amiga 500, which is just mind-blowing. If you remember the previous article regarding the work of the Whip Grind, a game that John Chuck Harris and his team is aiming to bring a Doom-like experience to the Amiga, making it the holy grail of Amiga gaming. They've got some brand new news. Welcome to Dev Arena. This is the brand new version of the previously named Test Arena map, originally made for testing new enemies, items, systems, etc., as well as a showcase of all the new features added into the game. Lately, I decided to give this map a little more love and care, a little TLC from Chuck himself, with a fresh coat of visual paint and polish, making it a far more interesting playground for players to experiment and explore. Works great on an Amiga 500 or 1200. It just blows my mind. Look at this, dude, look at this. I got Grind loaded up and ready to go too. We'll play this. Right now, this demo is available to Grind patrons. So it's a little gift to the patrons who support the game. And oh man, it's so good. It is so good. Serato from Finished Gold did the Yoomp engine for the Commodore 64 a couple of years ago. Oh, that's cool. That's cool, Proton. Carlos Jackal, yeah, Grind is not, the game is not available yet. However, this demo is available. It's like I said, it's for the patrons. Look at those weapons. Look at that gat. Look at that gat. 80 enemies at once. That's crazy. I can tell you that this game works great head-to-head deathmatch. We were doing it at the Westchester Amiga user group party last night, and it was just awesome. So Grind looking fantastic. Boom, 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 Saberman. Oh, that guy was down on the ground, and he got back up. That was a cool mechanic. That was a really, really cool mechanic. I love this game. I've got this one loaded up and ready to go for us too later on in the stream. So there you have it. A new update, a new map for Grind has been dropped for the patrons. Boom. There we go. So much Amiga news going on right now. I'll drop this link into the chat for y'all, and it links to the Patreon where you can go support the creators of Grind. Corn Pon Telephone. Why wasn't it possible 30 years ago? Is a great question. I think that I'm not a professional game designer myself, but what I'll say is it probably was possible 30 years ago. It's just like all the time and resources that it would take to make it didn't make financial sense, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Also, some of the brilliant game developers working for us today were young at the time, and now they're professional game developers, and they're taking all their modern knowledge and applying it back to the Amiga. So yeah, there's that as well. So technically, I guess it was possible. It was just the circumstances didn't really allow it to happen. But that's it. But Corn Pond, that's a great question. It's a really, really great question. Keyboard G says way better development tools exist today. Yeah, totally. What's up, Saberman? Great to see you. Yeah, thank you for the videos, Saberman. You rock. And Neil for short says, I suppose 30 years of intricate knowledge about how the Amiga works has contributed as well. 30 years of demos, etc. Yeah, totally, totally. Yeah, Keyboard G, the Amiga hardware is fully understood and documented in gory details now. Yeah, so great question, Corn. Appreciate that question. Thank you. Rastan. We played Rastan on the stream before. I know it's D Mackey's favorite game, and there's a new version of the Rastan whip available for the it says Amiga 500 and above. Wow. Wow. Sometime back, I gave you the heads up about a new alpha demo of Rastan that was made available by Basement Ape for the Commodore Amiga. Fast forward to today, and if you're hoping for some new updates in regards to this arcade development using Iroc's excellent Scorpion engine, we've been told a new version 0.33 demo has been made available. A new demo which, according to the creator, revamps level 1-1 backgrounds to bring them a bit more in line with the arcade original. Amazing. Amazing. Now, I don't know if it's Scorpion engine that will work on the 500, I'm not sure. But I know it works on my 1200, and it rocks. Let's check out Saberman's video. The newest whip, the newest Rastan whip. It's a great port. It is a really, really great port. Yeah, big ups to Saberman for all the awesome videos. Brother Bill, my man, Brother Bill, great to see you, Brother Bill. Hope you and the fam are doing great. I hope you're getting ready for MagFest. Yo, what's up, Circuit Boga? Great to see you. Look, I love the artwork in this game. Look at that. That is a beautiful work of art right there. Some beautiful pixel art, just like Grind. Amazing art. D Mackey run into the itch.io. Yo, the real Tony Rocks has snuck in. The real Tony Rocks also getting warmed up for MagFest. Wog Travel Team in the house, baby. This game, it plays fantastic. It's a lot of fun, and I love it. So great job to the Basement Ape, man. Great job to Basement Ape on this port. So far, so good, man. Looking good, Basement Ape. Looking good, my man. It's a lot of fun. We can play this later too. I am gonna have to stop the stream sharp at 6 p.m. Unfortunately, Amiga Mom's a little bit under the weather today, so I gotta help her out a little bit. I gotta get back home to see wife device. So I got a hard out at 6 p.m. today, so that's why I gotta keep the stream moving. Keep it moving, folks. Rastan, the latest whip, now available. Here's the link to the Indie Retro News article, and go get your whip at itch.io. A purple Raspberry Pi, Mick Smith? I don't know of one. A purple, interesting. All right, last and certainly not least in the Amiga news section for this week. Whoops. Vigalante, Nesso Games Sega Master System to the Amiga port is still coming. I know we played another whip of Vigalante. Vigalante is a game that was not only released sometime back as a NAF port to the Commodore Amiga, but thanks to Nesso Games, is currently getting a much better port for the Sega Master System version via the Scorpion engine to, yes, you guessed it, the Commodore Amiga. So we're getting a better port of Vigalante. It sounds great. In the words of the creator, I prefer this over the arcade version, at least visually. Also, the arcade port is already on the Amiga and sucks pretty bad. So we're getting Vigalante not sucking. Let's check it out. You love Rastan, Kyle64? Nice, dude. Hey, Kyle, you're a great dude, man. It's great to see you here. Let's take a look at demo version 0.4, not sucking. I can make another joke here. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there. Too close to the holidays. Too close to the holy holidays. Nesso Games rules. Vigalante. Little, get into the streets, brawl them. Yo, Sep Lemon Amiga, thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure having you, Sep. Thank you for all your support. It really means the world to me, Sep. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a great day at work tomorrow. And most importantly, you have a great new year. And thank you for all your support all these years, man. I appreciate you so much, Sep. Thank you. Oh, Masters of the Universe game would be awesome, Amiga 5500 XT. I can't, yeah, to Real Tony Rocks, I can't help but think of the Volkswagen commercial. It's definitely sucking. Quantic says this is a great game. I mean, but in all seriousness though, I mean, we're joking around. It looks really good. It looks really good. And Nesso Games does really great work. Their other releases have been awesome. So this is fantastic. It looks great. I love the sound effects too. Gotik's got a new word for the Amiga community. Amiga awesome. Amiga awesome. Amiga awesome. Yo, Gotik, I love it, dude. I love it, Gotik. It's awesome, dude. We need as many not sucking editions as possible, Greg of Florida says. I agree. I agree. Anyway, this looks fantastic. Vigalante is a good whip from Nesso Games. Here is a link to the Indie Retro News article. Again, all the links will be in the description of the YouTube video, as well as obviously the AmigaBill goodie bag. Wow, that news was thick this week, folks. It was thick. So there you have it, folks. The Amiga news for the last week of 2024. Wishing you all, thank you all so much for a great year. Thank you so much for a great year of Sunday Fun Days. These Sunday Fun Days mean the world to me. I look forward to them every week. I love hanging out with all my friends. And big shout out to everyone who comes to all my streams and all the Amiga game devs who are making Amiga news. It's amazing. I feel like it's never been a better time to be into the Amiga. Amiga forever. Happy New Year.